Greetings, I am Liz and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together! Woohoo!
Yeah, alright.
You are secretly worried about something and you can tell me what it is. So we're gonna find out, maybe, what it is. Except for Diya would never say. I can't tell her that I'm...
I knew it! She's become an emo. All the warning signs were there. The black hair, the...
Oh, we all have black hair. Diya, you know you can tell me anything, right? Even in front of a person that we both ostensibly don't feel close to and or comfortable with. Because this is totally the time to insist on this.
Yes.
It's fine. Let me know if you change your mind. Okay. Also, I thought her hair was brown the whole damn time.
Diya?
I think Diya's hair is brown.
I was going to say, it looks like it's dark brown because they're choosing to do like the curl color
The highlights.
in brown. Like that looks brown.
Like
her hair, Noelle's hair looks black.
For sure.
But Diya looks like they have very, very dark brown hair.
I've thought Diya's hair was brown the whole time. I apparently am wrong because
yeah.
they both say it's black.
Yeah, they do.
And
Also, I thought Akarsha's hair was some sort of dark brown, too.
It's entirely possible. Look at Flyer or nothing, apparently.
Oh, something's going on.
Yeah, that is the only option. All right.
The flyer says, join the new baseball club. Beginners welcome.
Ha, and it's written on the big door.
Ooh, it is written on the big door.
This kind of expression of just, I'm charmed by it.
Uh-huh.
It's a baseball club. Baseball club.
It'll probably be all guys.
We assume you walked up and read the poster with us and then waited for our mental reaction and then read our mind and then responded to what was on our mind.
Or they just looked at it. Like, you could have Akarsha just looking at us, going like, you forget. It could just be all guys.
Yeah, I think.
It'll probably be all guys.
Akarsha's hair looks brown to me too.
Yeah,
It really
Akarsha does.
What? Don't girls play baseball too? I saw on TV before. You're thinking of softball, not baseball. What's the difference? Softball is like baseball, put through Google Translate and back.
Yep.
And or with more sexism. Oh, sorry.
Just a bit.
Everything's off by a few degrees.
It actually was really interesting. So they did actually talk about how when a bunch of the popular Major League Baseballers, when they got drafted to go to war and whatnot, and then they had the Women's League actually being forced to play baseball, as it were, they were really frustrated because, like, all of the men that basically, like, they would refuse to play the women's team. So when a lot of, like, it was really interesting. Like, you can look up some of the history of the sexism. Like, a lot of the women's teams would actually win. And the guys didn't like it. And also they started going, we're not going to play anymore if the women are going to play. So they were like, yeah, we should keep the league separate. We can't have women. You know, like, they've actually got a history of that. It's very goofy.
I don't actually know anything about that. I know that I saw the movie A League of Their Own, and it was always women versus women. I don't remember I don't think that movie included anything of, like, women versus men, I say. But it did try and cover the period where the draft took away all the guy baseball players.
There's a story about Babe Ruth getting struck out by a woman.
Oh yeah.
Because they were so when everybody went to war, they had a bunch of women who came and played and filled in the places, and they struck him out. Oh. And they got mad about it. He's like, I'm never playing against women ever again. You know, they just, you know, this isn't fair because I won't be able to play as good as I can. And it's like, why didn't you just play as you?
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't know that. I thought it was like a commercial stunt or something. I didn't know it was actually people on a team playing against him.
Yeah.
Neat.
Diya takes a closer look at the flyer. The first meeting is this Friday. Now, if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me, but that's what I remember, is they really were like, there have been numerous incidents where you've had women's teams go up against men's teams, or women being on men's teams and doing just as well. Like, it's just really frustrating.
And when you have co-ed sports, people get grumpy sometimes.
They do.
It'll be scary going all by myself. But I made a promise back then. She would have been disappointed if I didn't go. This is your first chance to play baseball?
Wow.
In like
High
5
school?
years or whatever?
But I'm also like in high school?
5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Yeah, like 4 or 5 years.
Uh-huh.
That's...
I mean, that's fascinating, but I'm also like, you wouldn't be able to play. Like, okay, so when I was a kid, I tried to do, like, I got 1 year basically into doing minor league baseball. And then they were like, yeah, or like one season or whatever it was. And then they were like, yeah, now you're too old. Now you have to play softball. And I was a kid. I was much younger than being in high school. And I was pissed and I was like, I'm not playing. I wanted to play baseball. I didn't want to play softball.
Yeah. And I was going to say, I appreciate that Dia's going, you know, I'm thinking about her, but going, there's really been no other opportunities in 5 years at all?
That sounds about, well, honestly, it sounds about right, really. Because they go, once you reach a certain age, they literally go, yeah, you're AFAB. You are cis girl, clearly. You must go play softball. Like, people actively fucking get in your way. They're like, what do you try to do? I'm trying to play, you know, baseball. Well, you can't.
She would be disappointed if I didn't go.
La, la. At the meeting.
At the meeting. So, did everyone go? What meeting? Is this the baseball meeting?
I guess.
Are you going to be okay on your own with a bunch of strangers?
I hope so.
I thought so. If you're going, I'm going with you. So you already came with, and now if you're going, I'm going with you. So this is whatever day of the week later it is.
What's the meeting?
I don't know if it was Friday. I assume the baseball meeting team happens on Friday. So the meeting that's been mentioned is that. It has to be that, I guess.
Because this seems like you're not actually in the meeting.
Well,
you're somewhere else having a meeting?
At the meeting and going, okay, so we're at it, like at the door, at the location for it.
Maybe.
And then going, this entire time, however long it was, because that was at least the beginning of a school day, even if that day was Friday. And because we don't know what day it is, you know? Right. I say, you didn't talk about whether or not she might want someone to go with her, whether or not you might want to be involved. Like, none of you did?
Right.
This feels weird.
It's okay.
I'm going with you. But don't you hate sports? Of course, I won't participate. I'll just utilize the time to do homework. Thanks. I feel a bit better now.
Back by unpopular demand? Me.
Why are you here?
Did you not hear me? I said back by unpopular demand.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
Done.
I'm bored. There's not enough drama around here for my taste. I'll be the idea man.
We don't need an idea man.
New baseball rule. Everyone gets a break. What you do with it is up to you. Baseball without limits.
Just go home already. Oh, hello.
Oh.
There's a stranger over there.
And they're called the monarchs. That's cute.
That is cute. It's butterflies.
Wait.
Thematically relevant to the name of the game?
Ooh, wow.
The little butterfly on the uniform.
He's so cute.
Like, oh my god. But also, we're in a meeting for a new baseball club. There's a single stranger the entire place. So you three are the only people here?
It says over there. So I'm kind of, like, again, I'm not getting a clear picture of where we are and what's going on. It's okay.
I'm also, like, over there going, okay, so are there not any other strangers around? You know everyone else?
Right?
Wow, she's taller than me. Which, according to a height chart that I ran into when looking for resources to make the cover for this series, Diya is the tallest of everyone and is close to 6 feet. So this girl, probably 6 feet tall.
And I will still tell people that it is very possible for people to be unexpectedly tall. I knew a 12th grader who was 6 feet tall.
Tall girl.
Excuse me, not 12th grader, she was 12 years old.
A 12-year-old,
yes. A 12-year-old.
Yes. Tall girl. It's just tall girl.
Diya accidentally makes eye contact with her.
Ah!
Hi. The stranger starts walking over.
Crap, she's coming this way. She looks intimidating. If I say the wrong thing, she'll think I'm weird. Maybe if I lie motionless on the ground, she'll think I'm asleep. Or dead. Yeah, good plan. Oh my god.
Diya plays dead. You are incredibly socially awkward.
That's also super dramatic. Like, you'd be more successful if you were just silent. Then you look like the strong silent type, which is the impression that I've gotten that you give most people.
Right?
Even sometimes your friends without meaning to. We literally laid down on the ground and pretended to play dead, and neither of our friends reacted.
Yep, no.
No, here we go. No, Diya, don't do this.
Hey, you guys are here to join the baseball club, right? I'm Krissa. They call me Kubshub. Kubshub.
No, they don't.
It's Welsh.
It's not Welsh. Her name is Akarsha,
No, it's a coop shop! How dare you! It's a coop shop! Are you a coop shaming me?
Call her Akarsha, and she's been called Akarsha forever.
This whole time!
I'm sorry. She's always like this. And this is Diya. Diya, please get up.
Noelle is trying to pull an unresponsive Diya back into upright position.
Really?
Is she okay?
She's fine. She just takes a while to warm up to people.
I'm gonna pick something else for him. I'm gonna mix them up between
She's like a shy, you know, she's
shy
fine.
worm. No kidding. She did this to me for the entire month of September. Wake me.
And I hoped you would never, ever talk to me or interact with me again, and it didn't work. Sigh.
Diya has finally given up on faking her death.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually do that, no matter how scared or uncomfortable they were.
I don't think I have either. I want to say it feels very neurodivergent, but I feel like that's very ableist of me.
It might be, yeah, I was gonna say, but it doesn't sound like something that your average person would do.
Yes. And again, if also in a story you're using it as a convention to convey the fact that Diya is incredibly shy, which is fine, and I get it, but sometimes I'm like, I guess it's just supposed to be funny shy?
It would take so much more bravery for me to lay down on the ground in front of someone and close my eyes and be in that vulnerable sort of, you know, exposed position.
I mean, if it's
then
me,
to just not speak to
I
me.
would just take off my fucking glasses.
So I can't see them.
I can't see that.
Uh-huh.
Quiet kid, huh?
Why does everyone always say that? I'm not that quiet.
She's not that much of a talker, but she's shredded! Look how ripped her abs are!
Reaches over and pulls up your shirt. Oh my god.
Yank. Akarsha tries to lift up Diya's
Yep.
shirt to expose her stomach.
There it is!
Calmly, Diya catches Akarsha's wrist and twists it behind her back.
Smoothly, like a martial artist.
Ah! Okay! Mercy! Ah! Ooh, ah!
Diya played a lot of baseball back in elementary school.
That's great. What position did she play?
She's the person standing behind the swinging place? You mean the batter's box. I'm a catcher.
I feel like what's gonna happen is that it's actually gonna get reversed. So part of my brain has always been like, oh, you'll be the pitcher and I'll be the catcher. And it's like, yes, but actually you'll find out that you're much better at being a pitcher and the other one's much better at being a catcher. Does that make sense? Yeah, I keep waiting for that. The swinging place? Really, man? Oh my god!
Shut up. How was I supposed to know? I don't sport.
Also, it's not required so that I will pass school in any way. What do you call the bat then, huh? The baseball stick?
I just call it the sport stick, okay? I said shut up.
What about you, Akarsha? I can bench press over 6,092 nanograms.
That's barely 2 pounds.
It sounded better the way I said it. Excuse me? Krissa turns to Noelle and points at her.
Okay, but this is kind of funny. I can't help it.
Honestly, that was a pretty good joke.
Yes.
Like the fact that, again,
also that you have that math instantly.
yeah, I was gonna say,
good job.
she is really genuinely like capable. She studied probably really fucking
She
hard.
is skilled at math. I would say yes. The failed or Asian failed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What about you? You haven't introduced yourself yet.
You seem super calm, Krissa.
Yeah, it's like
chill AF.
it's okay. This is dramaticness for, you know, the comedy.
Oh, I'm not here to join. We probably won't meet again.
That's a shame. I should try to change your mind.
You're cute. Oh,
You are? I mean,
I strongly advise against it. Your efforts will prove futile.
if you say so.
Allow me to just unbutton my shirt a little and show you my nice tight undershirt.
Ta-da.
I also am shredded. Oh.
In any case, we're all glad you came. We'll be starting the meeting in a bit.
All whomst. Apparently
we're in a group.
Diya knows everyone else here, and this is the only stranger.
I'm also like, you really did just walk up there, have that whole conversation in the middle of everybody being there and milling around and talking and all these kids, and then you suddenly went and decided in the middle, only when somebody looked at you, or at least that you could perceive, to lie down and pretend to be dead.
Well, again, it was, there's a stranger over there. So everyone else here isn't strangers, because the important point was a stranger.
Oh, that's true.
That's what I'm saying, is going, if you go, Okay, the rest of these kids I'm familiar with.
It's literally just the meeting area then. So they're just in the meeting area, but everybody else is over there and you're over here.
That's what I'm getting.
Whatever
And
that
also, again,
means.
this seems to be the only stranger.
Yeah.
Everybody else is regular school students.
In the meantime, you guys can get your paperwork from Liz first. I gotcha!
Oh, Liz.
Oh, Akarsha's going to do it. Krista goes off to greet some other girls who showed up.
I guess she isn't too scary after all. She seems like the kind of person who'd walk into a pizza restaurant she ate at one time 6 years ago and yell, "Remember us?"
Maybe? Who knows?
Also, remember us. I walk in by myself and say, "Remember us."
Uh-huh!
Nice.
Nice.
Oh no, everybody's cute.
Oh yeah, was this one? Okay, what
One, everybody's cute, but two, also, they all already have their uniforms, and this is the first meeting of the club.
Uh-huh.
That sounds completely unfair.
I mean, it sounds like what's going on is the baseball team decided to have a club, which is interesting that Diya doesn't know about it after being here for 2 years now?
Well,
because this is, oh no, they're just in 9th grade, so this is the first year.
She could know about the baseball team, but apparently not be interested in joining or not pay attention enough to it.
But if it's the thing about you need to study because you're an Asian kid, like...
But then once there's a club going, well, I guess I should be a part of that.
And I'm talking about, like, Asian culture. If the idea is that they're gonna bring up being, like, Asian failed, that means all of them are under specific standards that are put forth by Asian families. So,
yes.
So excuse me for using it, saying it that way, if that came off as insensitive.
We
I was
are
just like...
bunching them together based on the statement of the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, but I'm just like, so if this is the baseball team having a baseball club, yeah, why wouldn't you ever be involved with the baseball team?
Right. I can't remember that. Well, but... Hello, can I help you?
Huh. You must be Liz.
Yup. She hands them their forms.
I don't need one. I'm not here to join.
Aw, are you sure? We'd love to have you.
No, you really don't. I'm not the athletic type.
Then joining us would do you some good, don't you think?
No.
We need all the players we can get, so don't be afraid we'll reject you or anything like that. Like really, I've got to tell you, being on a baseball team for high schoolers, and specifically baseball, not softball, is a mess.
Now, if we're suggesting that the baseball team hasn't been formed yet, because it's going to be formed through the baseball club, then why the hell do they have uniforms?
Because these were guys who were here previously, like last year. They're the ones who were left over when everybody's moved on. Like I said, these guys are just in 9th grade.
So we're saying, no, that's what I'm saying, is though, if there's never been a baseball team before, because we're starting it with the club, going, if that's what's going on.
I mean, I have no idea. They didn't say that.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on.
Which is
but
why
I'm wondering why they have uniforms.
But that's also why I said, why doesn't Diya know that there's not that there's like a baseball team here at all? You know, and then going, there's a baseball.
And I'm going, if she doesn't know, maybe it's because there isn't one. But if that's why do they have uniforms?
Well, see, and I was wondering, like, maybe she doesn't know because quite literally her whole life has just now become consumed by studying. So she's not allowed to look at really anything else. Well, except you no matter what, whether you're good, bad, dumb, weird, unathletic.
What's with all those insults mixed in?
What? No, it's just being aware.
No, I'm genuinely not interested. I hate sports.
Also, that's not entirely true. Actually, if you're in sports, typically what they do is they go, you need to now have a certain GPA, / level of grades. So you can't just, quote, be dumb, as it were.
I mean, you still have to be a good student. You can be dumb and be a good student, though.
No, but I mean, like, usually to me that implies that you're not really a very good student. So you're dumb. You don't even know how to get, like, you're really bad at classes, sort of thing. That's what I was getting.
I don't know. I got dumb even when my grades were really good because I didn't understand social things. So,
That's fair.
I'm just here for Diya.
That's so sweet of you.
It's not as though it takes a lot of effort to sit here and do nothing.
Except you're not doing nothing.
I coincidentally happen to be free today. Right now. Anyway.
Aw, you don't have to get all embarrassed about it.
I'm not getting embarrassed.
What? Liz smiles at Diya, who shrinks back in fear. I'm so glad you came. Changed your mind about the club, have you? I knew you'd come round. I was at one of your games when you were little.
Whoa. Oh.
You were so scary. Everyone would back up whenever you came up to bat.
This is to Diya.
Yeah.
I also going, so they have had this baseball team the whole time?
And Diya literally didn't know
about it? Or
that
just
sounds like...
wouldn't join until it was a club?
Maybe it's like willful disinterest, though.
Maybe.
Oh no, they have this thing.
I'm gonna pretend I do not see it.
Yeah. By the way, why is everyone in this club a girl?
Oh, what?
there's us four, Krissa, and then some other random girls over there. So far, I'm counting exactly 0 what I would consider to be
Boys.
D-mabs. Cis dudes. That's so odd.
So, it isn't on purpose.
Nope. I don't know why those other girls joined.
What a strange coincidence. Let me guess, it's an all-girls school? No, because that would be so dumb.
Yeah.
Because everyone would know, but...
Are you sure you guys didn't, like, subconsciously do it?
We both put on the big gay energy and the boys left.
I mean, you do sort of, interestingly, like, to me at least, you have, like, trans-colored uniforms. So maybe the guys, weirdly enough, I mean, I say weirdly because I'm just like, why do clothing colors put off basically so many cis guys so much?
And they go, I don't want to be called a butterfly and wear purple and pink and white.
Yeah, okay, so other interesting fact. So it was a thing I learned from my brother who went to Mexico for a couple of years, is that if somebody is a butterfly, that means they're really flamboyant gay. It's particularly, like, tied to Mexican, like, lingo.
Okay.
It's a part of the culture.
Huh.
And even, as far as I recall, for, like, I think it's some parts of South America, it might be like Brazil. Actually, people, like particularly men, go out of their way to say that they're not 24. Because the 24 has some really strong, basically flamboyant, basically, or just gay, so it's incredibly homophobic. So they go, I'm not 24. They try to skip their 24th birthday because 24 apparently
is associated with queer?
Is associated with being gay. And it's the most, like, especially like Latin experiences, so like being Mexican or down in South America, like my brother even talked about it. He's like, there's a strong, basically macho culture, where you need to be very dude.
I know, as I say, I know that toxic masculinity is like real strong in Mexican culture.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
All right, subconsciously.
Subconsciously? Why would we subconsciously want a group of girls? Because they're all lesbians? Because they're all bi?
Softly.
Because guys are like communism.
What?
What? They're good in concept, but in reality, they suck. Except that that's not what happened. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna get
good in concept.
What? When you gather enough guys into a group, they suddenly become a bunch of douchebags.
When you have too much communism, it's bad. Honestly, Akarsha might be making a bad metaphor because she does that.
It's okay. It's like magic.
What kind of overgeneralization is that?
It's not racist if it's true. Honey,
if you're talking about men, it's not racism, it's sexism?
Except that it's also not. Anyway, it's just kind of rude.
Do you ever stand in a circle of people talking and not say anything the entire time?
That's me.
There's no reason for me to be here. I wonder how it's so easy for them to just talk.
Diya stares off into space. Eventually, the conversation draws to a close and Liz goes off to attend to the other club members.
Okay, so I have to say, there is a reason for you to be there, and you should have responded if she was talking to you and said, I saw you play in grade school, you were scary as hell. And as far as I know, that would only be directed towards Diya based on what we've learned so far, and she didn't respond even being quiet or anything as far as I know. Like, there was just no response.
Yep, didn't say a single thing, but that's because everybody else jumped in.
I guess, but usually she still has a ... and then other people jump in.
I mean, it sounds like Akarsha got really excited. Part of me wants to wonder if the reason why that slipped by that far is because Akarsha is a big flirt. Okay. Is what it sounds like, you know? Like Akarsha going, because, you know, you did see the reaction, her going, whoo! You know, so I was like, is she just go, whoo? So it goes off to attend to other club members?
Oh, I didn't know if you read that line. I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally.
Dude, I just can't get over how weird her name is. That kind of a name is Liz.
It's probably short for something.
Like what? Lesbian?
Oh my god. That's not a name.
Lizard man?
Elizabeth? What? Oh,
wow.
That'd be 1,000 times weirder than Liz in the first place. Okay, the only thing that I have ever enjoyed about Family Guy is when someone says, hey, Megan! Hey, Meg! And she looks over and she's like, what? It's like, isn't your full name Megan? She goes, no. Like, what's Meg short for? And she goes, well, it's... It pauses, and they flash back to her birth, and they're like, I'm gonna name her Megatron! And she goes like, something else.
I remember that one!
Your legal name is Megatron!
Okay, so stupid thing also about me, the reason why I also remember that is because I had a nickname online with, like, one person. It was fine. It was just a silly thing, where, they called me Megatron.
Oh no, really? Oh my god. That's amazing.
Yeah. No, wait! I've got it! her parents met at Petco when the lizards were on sale, but there was only one left. So then they were like, darn, we gotta get married and share it.
Ugh. No one would get married over that.
You'd be surprised, man. Some people are hella desperate.
Okay, I heard it in a sitcom one time of going... No, it was actually in like a little... sorry, my brain has mixed things up. Okay, it was in like a little Sunday comic. A little like one of those like 3 to 5 panel comics in the Sunday paper. And it really was like... We never fill the dishwasher very effectively. It's always just barely... You know, it always takes like 2 or 3 days to fill and the dishes smell bad. And he's like, okay. And she's like, do you want to have a baby so we can fill the dishwasher? And he's like... Do you want to have a kid to make more dishes? She's like, do you need a better reason?
I remember that! Oh shit, that took me a second. I'm like, where have I heard that? Was that a How I Met Your Mother?
I don't even know.
I don't remember either.
But I definitely read it. It was a thing.
Yeah,
anyway,
okay, I remember that too.
Hella desperate.
Oh no, you said it was a comic.
It was a little Sunday like comic strip. I was
shit.
My brain was going, it must have been a sitcom because it's so similar to that kind of thing.
Right.
But then it was like, no, it was actually a still frame comic.
Oh, okay, that's you.
Nobody is that desperate.
And then Lizard Man was born.
Except for if they needed to share one physical lizard, where'd they get a child named Lizard Man?
They gave their kid a name that paid homage to her lizard origins, but in a low-key kind of way.
I see. So when the lizard died, they had a baby to replace it.
Yes. Totally plausible. Myth confirmed. Noelle is trying really hard not to smile.
We are saying, again, in the subtext, that while they antagonize each other constantly, Noelle actually thinks she's funny, and is just trying to make this difficult on purpose. On the other hand, their relationship is still really, really tense and just angry.
It makes me mostly uncomfortable. It's not really funny. Like, there's a way to do it. The problem is okay, so because I can't hear voices, and because I don't know these people, let's just say that, part of the reason why I usually get uncomfortable with a lot of people's relationships where they seem to argue a lot is because I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not involved, and I usually just go, can we just not argue at all? Because that makes me uncomfortable. And then, of course, I say that, and then I'm like, but you sometimes are argumentative because you get defensive, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
It happens, but like, arguing before you know the relationship between the characters just sounds like they hate each other.
Yeah, kind of.
Or they just dislike each other as people.
Yeah.
Myth not confirmed. Her name could just be Liz, by itself.
Ah, that's boring. My beautiful romance is better.
Way better.
Way better.
Your beautiful romance was set in Petco.
So picky, man.
Nothing wrong with Petco.
Oh my god, what kind of Frenchman are you?
Okay, but also, like, there was this TikTok where this young woman who was lesbian got dressed up to go to PetSmart and dressed up beautifully. And her mom's like, why are you dressing up to go to PetSmart? And she's like, if we're going to be in the middle of a global pepperoni and I need to go out shopping, I want to look good if I meet the love of my life in the cat food aisle kind of thing, because it's the only time I go outside.
That's so cute. Oh no.
It was really cute.
Yes.
Big gay energy.
A big gay. Like, honestly, this is really... I actually really like that where somebody was like, yes, I'm going to the grocery store and I look like this. What of it? And they were just dressed to the nines.
The whole red
gorgeous
dress to the floor.
Yes.
That's the
God,
one.
that was so... And I was just like, I want
Good
to...
job.
Good for you. I would love to be you.
Yeah, me too. I would love to know how to dress my own body other than it's covered.
Yeah. Actually, we were having a conversation about that recently because we went shopping, of course, and we really rarely go shopping. But it is one of those things where you just go, you know what? Nobody really ever tells you anything other than basically, like, well, what do you like? And you're going, but all the things that I want to try, based on my own socialization, I'm not supposed to wear or is inappropriate for me. So, or you just go, well, it's not here or it's not available or...
See, I get more of the type of body that I'm attracted to aesthetically and visually, thereby something that I would like to look like.
Right.
Is never been the type of body that I've had, and so if I know how to dress that type of body, it doesn't let me know how to dress my own. And people say, well, you can wear it anyway. I say, but it doesn't create the same visual aesthetic, so it's not what I want.
Well, it's also that fact, too, where they also go, is it actually a good outfit, or is the person just skinny?
Yeah.
And which is, we've been having a lot of conversations centered around that, because we were both also really frustrated, going like, why can't I just put clothes on? Why can't I just
And
dress
I can,
myself?
but I don't know how to do it to look like something I want to look like.
Right.
It's just, I am clothed.
Yeah.
I am clothed.
I am clothed.
Yeah.
What kind of Frenchman are you? Weird name? No mustache? No romance?
how is my name weird? All names have to originate from somewhere.
It's true.
I don't get why you're so fixated on it.
Because it's strange?
The first
Noelle was a Frenchman, you see. She did not have a mustache nor romance TV. Tee.
There you go.
The first. Isn't Noelle normally a name you give to kids born in December? Yes!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Is that a thing?
Yes, actually.
Really?
I knew people who sometimes would be like, oh my god, if you were born on December, like there's a bunch of kids, you just call them Noelle.
Why?
Because they're a Christmas baby.
What? The only
Yeah.
kid that I ever knew born on Christmas was named Ben.
Yeah, no, like, but it's a thing in some areas that I knew of. They'd be like, no, like, oh, like, and I knew people who were like, oh, your name is Noelle. Were you born in December?
And also Ron. But
Yeah.
I guess they were both boys, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most people will go Noelle, despite the fact that I've actually seen Noelle just with Noel, as a boy name. Like, people are really highly gendered.
December? My parents are Asian. They don't know that.
Oh my god.
Are
So
they
are
like-
you first gen? Is your
That's what I was
family
gonna say.
first gen?
Are they first gen Asian? Because they're like, we're not connected to Christmas
At all?
It's like how there's a guy in our class named Sky because his parents didn't know it's a girl name.
But that's not true. Actually, that version of Sky I actually thought was supposed to be a boy's name.
I
I think that's like regional. Because I swear to God, Sky with an E
is the more masculine
is the more
version.
masculine version.
I don't know. Maybe SKY is the more masculine version.
Like I said, I think that's
I don't
regional.
even know.
Like different parts of the U.S.
But you know what? We're gonna have to learn more about names and naming conventions
in the next one, hey! So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. It actually helps us out a lot in regards to dealing with the YouTube algorithm. Same thing for anybody else that you guys enjoy. If you want to help them or help us in doing any of the aforementioned, we'll actually do a lot.
Interact with the video.
Yes. Also, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon and our Twitch. We have some links in the description down below. We'd love to see you at one of those locations. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!
Okay.
Yes, tomorrow I have 2 more hours because I work at 4 a.m.
And stop.
The next day, and
Twink.
so I can go.